This my all the girls stomp your feet like this. Few times been round that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. Few times been round that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause it ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. She's the M to the A to the R to the I to the Co. Meet Mariko Konjo, Seishin High's resident master of martial arts cheerleading, and she is proof positive that there is martial arts in just about everything. Mariko is 16 years old, a sophomore at Seishin High. She and her troupe can be seen on the sidelines at her school's sporting events, cheering on her team and bolstering the players' spirits. For her, this is an easy task, what with her natural robust beauty and almost instinctive cheerleading skills. But upon further examination, she is working just as hard, if not harder, than the players on the field. There is a lot more to martial arts cheerleading than meets the eye. Half of it involves actual cheerleading, to which Mariko may be the best in the world. Through tireless training, she has mastered every aspect of cheering, from the synchronicity of dance, to the usage of the pom-pom and baton. Her spunk and cuteness is enough to supercharge even the most down-and-out athlete. Truth be told, her powers of motivation are almost magical. With her cheering, she creates a special kind of aura which she can then share with those who need it for an extra boost of energy. Mostly because of this unique skill, every team she has cheered for remains undefeated. The other half of martial arts cheerleading is far more physical, and this is where the martial arts part comes in. If by the off chance her team starts to falter, Mariko can interfere so long as she doesn't get caught. This requires much sleight of hand and ninja-like speed. She is so quick, she cannot be pinpointed by the untrained eye. Not only does the martial arts cheerleader decimate the other team's players, but they're cheerleaders as well. Should two martial arts cheerleaders square off, it can get pretty hairy. Any cheering tool can be used as a weapon, and not only is Mariko efficient in all of them, but she has a dizzying array of patented super moves that snare her a victory every time. Her favorite move by far is the baton cutter, a rapid-fire projectile attack which she unleashes multiple times in any given battle. It is a scary barrage of flying doom that can only be thwarted by precise deflection. Other moves include the love kick, which you can't see coming since she's hiding inside her oversized pom-pom. Should Mariko need a little extra reach, she is the master of the extendable baton, which she can use to tap an opponent from half court. Pretty slick, but that's not all. Perhaps Mariko's most sadistic maneuver is the pom-pom attack, which involves trick projectile pom-poms that turn to ultra-fine needles. Mariko's love baton attack is a more complex version of the baton cutter, in which she uses the one she cheers for as a human shield. Mariko likes to finish her opponents off with the Super Baton Crusher, a jumping overhead sledge. Mariko wins. Fatality. There is no such thing as a one-on-one fight to the martial arts cheerleader. Like in professional wrestling's lumberjack match, Mariko's posse is always there to back her up should she need help. Mariko is also proficient in the use of the gymnastics ribbon, which she can use to grapple and whip her opponents. These techniques, the use of the ribbon and baton, sound like anyone else we know? Tatewaki Kuno vs. Mariko Konjo may be anime's greatest fight to have never occurred. Who would you put your money on? Although physically blessed and unbeatable in her chosen field, Mariko recently has felt a dip in her motivation, for there is no better fuel to the martial arts cheerleader than love in her heart. Mariko has lived up to this moment in desperate search for a kindred spirit, and at Furinken High, she may have found one. Who was the lucky man, you ask? Who else? Ranma Tome! Wait a minute, that's not Ranma Tome. That's Tatewaki Kuno. Wow, now there's a change of pace. From the first time Mariko laid eyes on the blue thunder of Furinken High, she became a girl crazy in love. So infatuated is she would gladly lay her life on the line for Kuno's sake. Truth be told, Mariko is like a confused stalker. one who registers between a shampoo and Kodachi on the Insano meter. If you need proof, just take a look at her house, which has become a twisted shrine to Kuno, complete with wall-sized portrait at bedside. Kuno, in turn, toys with her affections to an extent. He enjoys the attention. It inflates his already enormous ego. But his heart will always belong to Akane Tendo and the pigtailed girl, and he doesn't take Mariko's affections very seriously. It's quite regretful, for they are alike in so many ways. For the honor of his fallen fiancée, Akane Tendo, Ranma Saotome suits up for battle, and this particular foe will see him biting his tongue and rolling with the punches harder than ever before. In accordance with the rules of martial arts cheerleading, the two adversaries will need a centerpiece, a prize to cheer for and bolster the spirits of. Well, what, pray tell, do Mariko and the pigtailed girl have in common? What else? Tatewaki Kuno. Running parallel to the physical battle, there will be an intense mental battle to get into the mind of Kuno, to smother him with positivity, to cheer him on much like a cheerleader cheering on her team, but to a higher degree. In this contest, they will fight over who loves Tatewaki Kuno more. Ranma is out of his league in every possible way. Not only does he know little to nothing about martial arts cheerleading, not only is he a guy trying his hand at an art dominated by females, but he is secretly a heterosexual male competing for the love of a fellow male whom he happens to detest against a woman obsessed and willing to pull out all the stops. Ranma will be forced to swallow his pride to protect his pride. The rules of anything goes martial arts dictate that one must stand toe-to-toe with any adversary in any given situation. Ranma must find a way. Though to say he's in over his head would be a gross understatement. Give me an M! Give me an A! Give me an R-I-K-O! What's that spell? Mariko! Ricka fracka firecracker sis boom ba! Mariko! Mariko! Rah rah rah! Is she the official queen of martial arts cheerleading? Is she unbeatable in her sport of choice? Is she Tatewaki Kuno's soulmate? Who can say? But I can tell you what she ain't. Few times been round that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause ain't no holler back girl, ain't no holler back girl. Few times she been round that track, so she's not just gonna happen like that, cause she ain't no holler back girl, she ain't no holler back girl. Oh good lord, will someone kill me? This has been a Ranma 1/2 Character Profile.